So this is the Air Canada flight slash bus line shuttle from Hamilton to Pearson. We're here at John C. Munro, Hamilton International Airport. And this is our flight today. We're flying from Hamilton to Toronto. It'll be about a 1 hour total trip from 6:30 to 7:35, they say. But you know how Air Canada is. It can get delayed, even as a bus. It just arrived here actually about 5 minutes ago. And they're checking the insides to see if it's all clear. And as a bus, you don't have to go through any security actually. But once you come to Hamilton Airport, if you're flying elsewhere outside of Toronto, you have to check in. And once you're checked in, you're in the Air Canada system, which makes an easy transfer at Toronto Pearson Airport. Now, I'm not flying anywhere today. Not past Pearson, at least. But we're gonna see how the service is, how quick it is, how comfy are the seats. There's not a lot of people, so it'll be a very quiet trip, I assume. And the bus looks like a new Prevost bus, Canadian made of course. The seats from here actually look very comfy. The idea is that it's sort of like a business class seat experience on this bus, like a business class Air Canada flight. And so it should be really, really good. Anyways, I didn't have to check in because I'm not flying anywhere, but we do have our landline confirmation here. I did have to buy it from landline since I'm not flying with Air Canada, and it was pretty pricey. I'll go over that after we've landed at Pearson. But yeah, I'll catch you on board. All right, I don't know which seating they have assigned, but these are very nice seats. They certainly look business class. This is a 1-2 configuration. And you know, for coach buses, they usually have 2-2 configurations. I don't even know. All of these look nice. We're gonna take the two by seat, I guess. There's the single seater. There's the green. Very stylish. There's a lavatory at the back. And what do we have? We have some ports. We have some household plugs. Our table. There's my phone for comparison. That's a 15 Pro Max. There's my hand. So pretty good table. We can do some work. Let's see if I can get it all the way black outside because it's past 4:30 or whatever. It's actually exactly 6:30, so departure time. Air Canada passengers have assigned seating. As a landline bought ticket, I do not have assigned seating. But like I said, there's, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 behind 6, 7. So including myself, there's 7 people on this flight. 7 people for an entire coach bus. I suppose that would give us a hint at the price, because we have to take into account what if a bus goes empty or very, very low capacity such as this. But yeah, you also have a net here. We're pleased to have you riding with us today, not flying. So this motor coach is equipped with complimentary fast Wi-Fi and in-seat power. Sit back, relax, and take advantage of our onboard amenities. Spoiler alert, there are no amenities. These screens don't actually show anything. They're literally just showing a picture, and that's it. So there's the Wi-Fi QR code. There it is. Air Canada landline. Should I steal this? I probably should, because I'm never ever getting on a bus like this again.
Good evening, folks. My name is Brian. I'm your driver to Pearson. Travel time is roughly about an hour and 10 minutes or so. We should be on time arriving at Pearson. To connect with the Wi-Fi, scan the QR code in the window. They'll get you onto the fast internet. And for your comfort, if you want some extra air, we're going to close it up accordingly overhead. That works. And I'll shut the lights off in a second. And you got the reading lights as well. And the seats recline. If you lift up the lever and push the seat back, there's lots of room. You won't hit anybody in the back, so they're nice and comfortable. And before we depart, I'll play a safety message. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And we should be on our way in a couple of minutes. We have it. Bring dinner.
There we go. I'll check up in a bit, perhaps.
Veuillez ranger vos appareils électroniques et vous assurer de récupérer vos effets personnels. Pour votre sécurité et celle des autres passagers, veuillez rester assis jusqu'à ce que le véhicule s'immobilise complètement avant de détacher votre ceinture de sécurité. Nous vous demandons de remettre votre siège et votre tablette en position verticale et verrouillée avant de quitter le véhicule. Les bagages enregistrés et de cabine rangés sous l'autocar seront déchargés à l'arrivée. Récupérez-les à votre sortie du véhicule. Les passagers qui ont des bagages enregistrés doivent se rendre à la zone de dépôt des bagages libre-service appropriée, située au 3e étage. Pour le dépôt des bagages pour les vols intérieurs, rendez-vous à la rangée 2. Pour les vols internationaux, rendez-vous à la rangée 5. Et pour les vols transfrontaliers, à la rangée 11. Suivez les instructions du chauffeur et faites attention à la marche en sortant du véhicule. Merci d'avoir voyagé avec Air Canada dans cet autocar exploité par Landline. Nous espérons vous revoir bientôt. Nous espérons vous revoir bientôt.
Kitchener-Waterloo or from Toronto to Kingston, which is the 3 destinations these shuttles can carry you from Toronto's Pearson Airport. The cost one way is $55 CAD after tax. That is a standalone price. In case you need to for some reason book the shuttle separately. But typically, if it's not a case like mine, where I'm just reviewing this shuttle, I wanted to take it separately and not fly anywhere. Typically, there goes that shuttle. I believe that was from Kingston, actually. I'm not sure where the shuttle from Kitchener is. Maybe it left already, but this shuttle, if you fly with Air Canada and you book your flights with Air Canada from Toronto, say to Ottawa, or basically anywhere, and you happen to live in Kitchener, Kingston, or Hamilton, and you need to fly in to Toronto first to connect with your flight, you'll be booking this bus included in your trip. So if you were to fly from Toronto and bypass this connecting bus flight, it would only save you maybe like $30. So there is a cost saving difference between actually flying and just purchasing the bus separately. Now, as I was behind this portion, the blacked out portion with the Air Canada tail wing decal, it was extremely dark. I couldn't see absolutely anything outside, and for night travel it is absolutely perfect. It'll block your view of any cars, lights, anything that passes by. And with this bus is gigantic windows. Even at night it cannot get that dark with with the tint. You can see the inside lights from outside, so that gives you an idea of the tint. So in case you want to block out everything to the maximum, make sure to pick these seats right there. Those are the third seats from the back. So when you're picking when you're choosing your seats for Air Canada, there's a little tip if you're flying at night. Now if you're flying during the daytime, those seats are going to be a little darker, so you won't be able to see outside as much. And so for the daytime, you should probably avoid those. But I had my AirPods in, no music, nothing. I did not have noise cancellation turned on. And it was a very, very pleasurable ride. I got to nap very well, actually. It was nice and quiet with the AirPods. They turned off the screens completely, and then they turned on the lights just maybe 5 minutes before arrival to Pearson. So it's very comfortable. And there's my review. So overall, with the pricing, of course it's a no-go. If you're not flying anywhere, do not take this bus. It is very expensive unless you're specifically going from airport to airport. But the seats were very nice. The Wi-Fi is a Starlink powered network. And there it goes. So let's go inside the terminal and show off a little bit of Toronto Pearson. So talking about the network, it is I think I have a clip of that I showed you. It is a SpaceX Starlink connected network. It is extra fast for a bus at least. I got about 220 peak download and about 22 megabits upload, which is plenty enough for absolutely anything you might want to do. The seats are nice and comfy. I was reclined, which allowed me to nap. And it reclines pretty well down. So here's my final verdict, so to say, on the Air Canada shuttle. If you're flying from one of those 3 destination that it services, once again it's Hamilton, Kitchener-Waterloo, and Kingston, Ontario. I would certainly book your Air Canada travel starting at your home airport and take this bus shuttle, bus flight, whatever you want to call it. It is worth it, period. There's nothing else you should know. It is worth it, that's it. Take the shuttle. But if you're not flying anywhere, if you weren't initially booking with Air Canada a flight out of Toronto Pearson, then don't even bother. The way you have to do it without flying is book through landline. It is very, very expensive compared to the Go Transit or even Flixbus and services such as Megabus. And there's absolutely no reason you need it. If you're going to Kingston, it would be the only reason I might recommend it. And if you live close to the airport, that's fine, but if you have to travel far to Pearson Airport, then that's still iffy, because you can take Via Rail, that is the regional transit, or sorry, national rail travel here in Canada. Via Rail will be also a good option, and price wise maybe a little expensive, but not that much more. And so if you want a business class experience from Toronto to Kingston, this bus you can take, but do consider it's a bus, and even though Via Rail is more expensive, that is a full-fledged train with service and entertainment perhaps. This bus does not have any entertainment, it does not have any food, drinks, or anything of that sort. And so you're paying for what you're paying on Via Rail if you take the corresponding business class. The seats were very comfy. I gave the seats absolutely 10 of 10. Those are the best seats I've ever sat on a coach bus, or any bus for that matter, period. And so for the entire trip, I would give a very, very good 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10.
As does everyone.
Summarized, the downsides are the cost and the choice of destinations, and the pros are the reliability, the on-timeness of the bus, the comfort, and the speed. So there's that. Thank you guys for watching my Air Canada bus flight, shuttle flight review. I hope you found this informational, and I hope this helps you in your future travels out of Toronto Pearson Airport and the neighboring cities. As always, please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.